Shalom. Before I get started, I want to give all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders at GMS. Peace, honor, and respect to you brothers that's out there laboring, edifying, rightly dividing the word and truth and sincerity. And shalom to you believers out there, the Aki and Wa'akwath. And what I wanted to get into real quick, this will be a real quick exhortation. The brother right here, Ayash, all right. He's in the GMS Mississippi camp. This is his page. If you're not subscribed, GMS Kingdom Minded 144. And this brother is a very diligent brother and always has great lessons, all right. This lesson is titled, We Got Everything Coming / Faith in the Reward. We have to be visionaries, man. That's what this is going into, because we do got everything coming. And I was just listening to this brother video and I was just inspired, man. I was real inspired. Like that I had a whole nother lesson plan that I'm like, no, I gotta get this off my spirit. Okay. We must be visionaries. I heard Apostle Gabar say this a while back that we gotta be visionaries, man. And this brother is going into, I want to play a clip from this video, but you should check out the whole video. All right. So I just want to play this clip real quick and read these scriptures. Lord willing, this is exhorting and edifying.
And he was being faithful in this society, man. Okay? And like I say, you don't see the beginning of the kingdom being built. Okay? You don't see the infrastructure, all right, the physical infrastructure of the kingdom being built. But see, the Lord opens us up in the spirit, and we can see the kingdom being built in the spirit because it begins with us, man. So us changing our behavior and our conduct and what we believe in, that's the foundation of the kingdom. Yahweh Shai, that chief cornerstone, we're building on that foundation in the spirit. Okay? But people can't see that. People can't see, all right, that far ahead of what we see, man. I can see brothers ruling all throughout the earth in their province in righteousness, man. Yahweh Shai, the throne of David being established, man. Jerusalem being decked out. You know, I can see these things, man. You know, I can see what the Lord is getting ready to do. You see? But it takes faith to look that far out, man. Because we don't see the actual infrastructure being built, but we see the people being built up, man. Okay? We're seeing brothers become leaders, man. Okay? Brothers becoming judges, man. Okay? Brothers becoming more patient and disciplined and moving like the way of our forefathers. We see that, man, and we know that this is leading to a kingdom. Okay? And it says, read knows that.
So you heard what the brother said. We don't actually, Salakia, you heard what the brother said, that we don't actually see the infrastructure of the kingdom being built, all right? But we can see it. And I was just thinking last night, it's so funny because I was just thinking about last night how diligent brothers is. It motivates me to go harder, man. And I was thinking about how I can actually see certain brothers ruling for real. Just what he was just saying, I was thinking about that last night. I was just thinking about like, man, you know what? Brothers be going in, they diligent. I could see, you know what I'm saying, everything kind of being set up, all right, from the apostles on down. Like, you got to think, man, 30, 40 years, that's diligent, man, working, all right. You know what I'm saying? All the trials and tribulations, 30, 40 years, that's a lifetime, man. Okay, that's a lifetime, man. All right. So I want to start off with Proverbs 29:18. It says, where there is no vision, the people perish, but he that keepeth the law is happy. All right. Where there is no vision, okay, the people perish. All right. So, you know, the scripture tell you what, roughly paraphrasing, I might just have to get it. Let me get it. All right. Bear with me. You Yep, that's Proverbs 21 and 16. All right, because it says, where there is no vision, the people perish. That's why a lot of these people out here hopeless. All right, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of our time. People gonna be very, very shooken up in the spirit. They're gonna be very unstable because they don't have this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And when you got this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, it creates vision. You can see the kingdom being built. You know the kingdom is coming, man. So Proverbs 21 and 16 say what? The man that wandereth out of the way of understanding, all right, this wisdom, knowledge, shall remain in the congregation of the dead, right? So if you wander out of this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, you actually lose that vision and you in the congregation of the dead. That's why I say what? Where there's no vision, the people perish, man. So if you don't think, because that goes into you'll put your eggs all in the basket of this lifetime, where brothers is removing eggs. It's a process. That's why I say they removing eggs from the basket. All right, egg by egg. All right, until they fully just away with it with this world. Now we do, we gotta work, we gotta deal. Whatever your situation, you might have a family, you got kids, whatever, you deal. But you don't have those same dreams and aspirations as you did. Oh, I want to be the next hottest rapper. I want to be, the Fortune 500 CEO. All of those dreams go out the window, man. All right, because you got vision of what? Of the kingdom. You got everything coming, like the brother title. We got everything coming, so we already planning for that world by reading, studying, doing the lessons, tightening up in the spirit, tightening up in the flesh. All right, coming back to our power. All right, doing the things, and this is a process, man. All right, it's always a process. We're gonna have ups and downs, but a part of doing that is because of the vision. You got that faith, man, and that's gonna take me to Hebrews 11 and 1, because the brother mentioned what? We don't actually see, you know, we don't see gold bricks, being paved, and we don't see nobody doing these things, but we know it's a kingdom. All right. Hebrews 11 and 1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. See? All right. Because, if you got, 1,000 in the bank, you don't gotta have faith that you're gonna be able to pay your $100 phone bill. You got 1,000 in the bank, so it's gonna be able to get paid. But if you got, $50 in the bank, and tomorrow you like, man, I just gotta have the faith and go out and get it. I'm gonna get this money. Now you moving off pure faith. All right, just how brothers, even sisters, moving off pure faith because of what we read, what we've been taught, what we've been told. All right, we know. All right, we know Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. That word is what? Faithful and true. What's that? Second Esdras 15. All right, we know the word's faithful and true. Look how the planet Earth is right now. Look at the wars, the rumors of wars, the pestilences, the earthquakes in strange places. Look at the everything that's going on. We see the prophecy jumping off the pages, which even more should increase the faith. Faith. Okay. It says, I'm gonna go to verse 3. It says, through faith, we understand that the worlds were framed by the words of the Most High, so that the things which are seen were not made of things which do appear. All right, and then it say what? It goes into the examples of faith. When you jump down, it goes into our forefathers. All right, foremothers. All right, even let me get one. Hebrews 11 and 8, it said, by faith, Abraham, when he was called to go out into a place which he should after receive for an inheritance, obeyed, and he went out, not knowing whither he went. Right. He was moving off faith. All right. And that's how we going to have to operate. And that's how we are operating. Okay. Let me get this. Let me see. Because again, it goes into, and that's another thing. The brother said the faith, what? And this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, the kingdom is in you. That goes into it. All right. Being a visionary, man. Let's get that. Luke in 21, it says, neither shall say, lo here or lo there, meaning look here, look there, for behold, the kingdom of the Most High is within you. Right. like the brother was saying again, we not seeing the infrastructure of the kingdom being built, but we is seeing brothers, the people being built. All right, we can see brothers ruling, judging in righteousness, man. We can see that. Okay, we can see that. We can see like, oh yeah, that brother diligent. That brother, yeah, that brother, we can see that brother ruling his province and things of that nature. Brothers is very, very intelligent, man. All right, a brother might not speak that well, read that well, but brothers had a different gifts, man. And every man got their different gifts in teaching. Some brothers is good at the breakdowns. Some brothers is good at exhorting. Some brothers is good at both. Some brothers is good in going into the financial aspects of it. It's different gifts. It ain't just like every brother just doing the same thing. And that's what make it a body. All right, because your fingers do something different from your toes. Your toes do something different from your nose. Your nose do something different from your eyes. But guess what? Everything is needed. All right, nothing is better. All right, because if you lose one, you at a disadvantage. All right, if you blind, you at a disadvantage. But if you can't smell, you even at a disadvantage. If you can't hear, but you got your eyes, you at a. So when you take something away, it's at it's at a disadvantage. That's why you need every brother. Every brother ain't gonna be, good as another brother and busting down, busting down, you know, Revelation 13, or every brother ain't gonna be as good as exhorting. Some brothers just can exhort. They can have two scriptures, and you need that lesson. You know what I'm saying? That lesson help you for the rest of your day. Meanwhile, a brother can have 14 scriptures, and that you need that lesson. So it's a beautiful thing, man. Seeing this, and this is a part of the kingdom being built. That's why the scriptures go into kind of it's a kingdom being built into a kingdom. Okay, so I want to go to Genesis 27 because the brother went to there, and we got everything coming, man. And I'm gonna just jump to the point. This is Genesis 27. All right, when Isaac blessed Jacob. He thought it was Esau, but that was all in the spirit. Jacob was going to get it anyway. So Genesis 27 and 28, it says, therefore the Most High give thee the dew of heaven and the fatness of the earth and plenty corn and wine, man. All right, we going to have everything our heart's desire, man. Okay? Let the people serve thee and nations bow down to thee. Be Lord over thy brethren, and let thy mother's son bow down to thee. Cursed be everyone that cursed thee, and blessed be he that bless thee. Right. And even when you go into Isaiah 60, 61, it talks about, sucking the milk of the Gentiles, man. All right, the natural resources going to be turned over to the Israelites, man. All right, how Esau, he got I was watching a video of vineyards, and I was watching one of Tuscany, of how, the hills and the vineyards, and it's very, very beautiful, man. People got estates out there. Esau, they got a lot of estates that, man, don't touch the eyes of people. All right, Esau got a lot of land and probably living on certain islands that's not even on the map. All right, because the earth have been given into the hands of the wicked, man. So they'll put certain things on the map, but then they probably got stuff that they didn't put on the map. All right, and they could be out there. It could be Hella Island, a nice, beautiful island that they go to and got resorts and got, estates on, man. And it's very beautiful, man, when you look at these. And guess what? We're going to have all that plus more, man. Because our kingdom boy, you know how Jake do. Our kingdom, and the Heavenly Father going to give us something beautiful. All right, because the earth is very beautiful. And like the brother was saying, it's places on earth we ain't even tapped into. I feel like Esau got hidden places where he live and go chill and hang, and it's not even on the map, man. They just fly out there and probably got palaces and all types of things, man. You never know, man. The earth been given to them. So when you in your kingdom, You can do what you want to do. You can put on the map what you want to put on the map. You can put in schools what you want. So this man, but he's not fit to rule. All right, because you see, he destroys the earth at the same time. All right, what type of dude pollute the air, pollute the water? Say he want to block out the sun. In your kingdom, all is war. You know what I'm saying? This your kingdom, but it's always, battles brewing. All right. But when the Israelites, when we be those righteous heirs, everything gonna be in righteousness, man. All right, we got everything coming, man. We got everything coming, yo. You know what I'm saying? Let me get this. Romans 8:18, it says what? For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. All right. So everything we going through, been through, man, it ain't even gonna be, we ain't even gonna be in the kingdom thinking about, when our car broke down or, when we couldn't pay the rent in June. We not, that shit gonna pass with this world. It's gonna be so much abundance of knowledge, so much that we gonna be into, man, that this world we ain't even gonna, you know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna fret. It's gonna be just like a bad dream. Once you have a bad dream, you wake up, you tend to forget about that bad dream as you go about your day. All right, a week later, you remember a little tad bit of it. A month, years later, you don't even remember it. You know what I'm saying? That's how it's gonna be in the kingdom, man. All right, just like that, man. We ain't even gonna think about this. You know what I'm saying? And that's part of that vision that we know that one day that this is gonna come to an end. All right. That's it, let's say a brother 40, 50, 60. The apostles, they probably in their 50s or 60s, all right? Then you got younger brothers, right? No matter how old men are, it's not nothing compared to eternity, man. However much hell we've been catching, it ain't compared to eternity. All right, and let me get this. This is Sirach. All right, Ecclesiasticus chapter 18, verse 10, it says, as a drop of water into the sea, and as a gravel stone in comparison of the sand, so are 1,000 years to the days of eternity. Right. So, I mean, it's going, man, let's say you 80 years old. Okay, that's nothing to eternity. That's like a drop of water in the sea. Imagine you throw a drop of water in the Atlantic Ocean, man. It ain't no fret. It ain't no fret. Say you take a big ass cup and you just, at the edge of the Atlantic Ocean, you on the beach somewhere in Florida somewhere, and you just fill that cup up with water. Well, it's not, nothing's gonna dry up. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be nothing if you took a big cup. You can take a big old cup or take a big bucket and fill it up with the water from the Atlantic. It's not even gonna do nothing to the ocean, man. The ocean ain't even gonna miss that bucket of water, man. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be nothing. All right. 1,000 years to eternity is nothing. Even a million years to eternity is nothing. Eternity is just being, man. So, 10 million years to eternity is nothing. All right. It's nothing, man. And we got everything coming. So I hope this was, uplifting. All right, brothers and sisters, keep the vision. You brothers out there, for real, keep the vision, man. We got everything coming, man. And I'm speaking to myself first and foremost, man. It was a beautiful lesson that the brother did. Y'all check that lesson out, man. And it just really uplifted me, man. And it really kind of snapped me in a mind frame of like, damn, don't focus more on the kingdom, man. And that's why I love these lessons. You know what I'm saying? The brother wasn't breaking down, Revelation, the 18th chapter, and, going into the deep breakdowns. But the brother was going deep, all right? He went deep enough, you know what I'm saying? The simplicity of Yahweh Shah, man. The sincere milk, man. That sincere milk, man, is something that, you can never take for granted, man. Again, we need the breakdowns. You need the breakdowns, but you need the sincere milk as well. Because you got to get the milk before you can get the meat to boost you up, man. And that's all you be needing sometime, man. Sometimes you don't need, 10, 15, 20 scriptures. But that's needed as well. So, again, Lord willing, this was edifying to the next lesson. Shalom.